Obramu Nsem Ojumede live at Ghana's #1 TV station. Ctv so and ye dear me just one pay and a Gangartuan lady or hine wa kese boahine and that's so a year wukuada that's from Kwanya Kopon Chediampon what he achayen personality profile. Na senya nra ye di ka to ye boa se kan ho semono. Minim sa wo hwe nim se enne penny ben na yensa kana ye ba bedin komoyim. Wow, mamema o gist kakra. Ghana has say ye can wo bia wonem de football administration mu a wa benepa. Wo share wo bi ete say ye ra eti mensa. Wonim no enye nne meka say se madwene ebe kam ya 30 years they have been close. I can tell you say true eti mensa na ni pay ye kan wasemi probably Obora NDC amanyoko ne mo. Na wasom se NDC amanyoko titenenim ewo enkra pomponi mantemo 12 years. I think say now no ya na wo mokoto aba na wo kire say wo mo epe change but monim so far the record that wa ye ede ato honom ewo enkra pomponi mantemo Ghana ye to aba say ya analysis adodo na ye kire say enkra de wota wini MPs dodo na konwa na possibility set man penny akonwa no wo benya no so high na pen so and what Tony Boase. I think one time 20 MPs in parliament, that is Greater Accra region. Ni din Yera Joseph or the Kwabena ade Koka. And there one if any kwancha for ensa kan wase one no ye kan it snini edema NDC amanyoko ne nkrabata won krafo mfoni mantem na why rep edema kro bi so Ghana. Probably you don't know, but I am someone none of you shady won't come. But I say I found an umbrella crane to my manage them no bachelor, but my manage portrait in the name. I don't put that. I'll be a call.
My mom is in knows it. Gangartuan. I was no mere Gangartuan.
Gangartuan as I also or buy otter, but as Shamu within a becker a nail show now bazaar. Some money panic.
No, I know so.
And there was another easy. No coming crum, yet tidy bomb, but the tree now, but in there. Yera adeko kasa montomo bonamo hwe de twi ne baba tinde memia meni kakra na medashi sim kakra ma yenhwe enra Ghana Black Stars ye match any kan hwe mfiri honom say na wo
say no ma minchi a wona wo hwe na nepe na ukru a nyame a che ne de ya sorry e bia na okada ya sorry so de edinda asema nyame de wa me na wozin ma yetum ya batna e bezon komo e bohwe Ghana brabum ne nyamo rekodo ndeda o ya titio ne ehwe oni Madagascar obobo wo ha no brofos in the events no bibi besa it casts a shadow enwa nti ehwe ball a woni Madagascar football ha na no onso enyi kra enyim de Nyame no China there about virtually end of the match in your goal. Nti ebo hu de team a wogina ho no. Wogina ho ye. Ene ewe Comoros kai Africa Cup of Nations. We share. Nti oyo team a population you 560 something. Owakada oyo bugi team. Because ebo ebe Santi Kotoko and a crowd with Olympics. Team Obesha one, team beer. If you are when you don't give them the necessary respect, but one, it's indeed that I was not surprised there because Comoros what first match I win was sharing 4-2. You struggle there at home, Ebesha one goal. It is a football administrator analyst, but there. The possibility there will show because they are goal scoring machine 4. I will a break points on nature one. I try the front line in Bobesha go nibi. And that's that it showed itself there. It was very sad the Comoros. Actually group or your group animals. These days no there are no minnows in football. First, no Ghana, Ghana, Zenyi Biashia, one Gasapo was throwing, welcome to the mere fire there, Obati there, Ghana. Over 50% no, wow, wounded.
Okay.
Inti group no Mali wo. I'm the Mali, Comoros, I'm the Central Africa, Chad, one other team. Inti ode because baby every table sees here. I share so say or kodoma oyo. This was 6 points, it was 3 points. What about hope? What about Onyebo return match? If they continue winning their matches, now we're able to draw, especially goal differences, who goal differences on ya or there okay. Or there what now say
okay. Now Obi Kasembi say Ghana Black Star as a team no kayengu na yantu ya boase na nka yenya ne se efiafe na ye training ye mrantie ya keka wo mo abomo na afi we forge forward because you see anakwa say 1 year obi ho no ma e bia Manchester United no wo bone afre na ba frefre kobo no emwa wo man team no
the problem ye nyanyi there today make no ye local league na ye ikuna wo see say the world ball most of the play on Nigeria for Oni Lesotho about 1-1 because Yoruba all year Nigeria the same Yoruba no year. Yeah, I assume they want to ball Amanone no were so special. Na yellow cowboys now they are hungry for you no until you go and bring a collection of players one guy they don't 2 days 3 days they don't gel together. Before now some few years back now, even though we bring foreign players, there's a blend of local and foreign. There are no local players inside. And the patriotism, the zeal, the fight, what now on consider no the Ghanaian. Why in there? Since a cat na brochi neighbor.
Lifestyle is different.
Who brought from Gaza? Especially when we start, we see the waba. And then 2 million brown. You can imagine.
Okay.
You can imagine. If you have a ball, he doesn't have the. It's unfair. Oh, not free. I mean, our ethnic. Only that my patriotism. Only there. Over there be a obenya. And secondly, most of the players that were born so, are quality teams. Now we born okay. If you are Albania, be way. See, that's a whole fundamental issue. I agree. We have to sit down and revisit and rethink about how we are going to do our sports. We have to go to the fundamentals. Now that my foreign players in Ghana because I don't know. Boy, look, seriously, we can get players in Ghana, Accra or Kumasi, North. When you blend them together for about 1 month, 2 months, competition when you want, I'm Africa. Forget about Bochimpo. Africa, yeah, when you want because tournament about Africa. Into Africa, Morocco, no now only self esteem here. I grew up. I grew up. But my years, oh yeah, the way I America football baller within 20 Washington for there. America when we are mobile, there was what the chain there was a second half. So what kind of boy mancha? They have to sit down and rethink. A car, what can they? Yeah, bidder. Into a problem over here, Ghana in there. I wonder why you don't even consult them. Oh, what's what time up on? But what time up on? I don't know. In Utrizon Pong, Utiba Pong, or Utamba Pong said, what to grave no new shame, and what time up on. But for so long as a war wasn't, it too much dream. They should tap you.
What's the on why I cake wait him?
But I cake room would have compare that cake time no next year, which was better. The time no Sika Nkrofo boys are when you see sponsorship, ye. But look at the things that we did. Look at the things that we did. Local players, foreign players. When you know, because local player no, foreign player no, we have ball Ghana several times. Don't you?
On your most mortal.
So any colleague, but they are able to blend together. They able 90% of no ball Ghana.
Ika Fabra, Ika. Hey, come here. I mean, what is that?
Ibipo, Chinimpo,
on my answer your coach in the performance net is saying.
Anima.
Chris.
They be a Makande coach. Yes, a Ghana coach here. Yes, a guy for Brainy. Brainy, a Bazin record.
Okay.
Brainy and Abano. What is his pedigree? When you are going for the best. If you want to succeed, let your money talk. Coach, I've been team coach UK. I've been no record about it. I mean, possibly the first blaster she must want to be coach one.
You can.
I can because ball no match on when I know bobono. What is their orientation? So what orientation is good. You can bring the whole. When you get people, the players that their orientation is good, you don't need to go because they know what to do. The players know what to do. When I was running Olympics, my players would come and tell me, Chairman, this match we are going to win it. Forget about we are going to Ampaso. What will win? What's your goal? Captain Oboko Po Wakafa Bone was about to Atram or the bottle for us for my uncle. We didn't reform Atso because they know themselves, or they know their capacity, they know their capabilities. They have a ball our Sika was it your abo short. Okay. Abo short. If you're a quality player, you should know that baby don't know 8 years or there a boom. A boom. Now abo short. As what you call them, now abo short about Froso. There are so many thousand coaches in Ghana. But in Tiziana, your mouse are Queen and say Ghana Black Stars. Oh, when you was it. Ctv
Obramu Nsem to me na Gusa show Ghana's #1 TV station. I'll say, yes, Ctv so any na yewra kan titenanim edema edisi amanyo konen krabata no wan krapomponi mantemo wo aboadwuma wo hwa ne recorder emu ofe. What Nsem so kasa radio so TV so banansa se waye di kakra yenim yenti antina na yato nsafre no se Ghana for penene na yetimi etiem ye ka yewra Joseph Kwabena Adekoka wone hwan
Kwame Kwachi why I did the otwe be you dem ka che o don't oba mi fie ne oba because he's a chairman emeritus. A chairman emeritus no otne fie na oba no sorry mba professor emeritus no no consult
yedase no pesa wamba yedase pa
why as it there watching because esentemunka. That's the reason why my medicine is there. You want to be above because sometimes you know abba any panel or your discussion sometimes you know they are not well informed. Okay. Until all that they know is to come and shout, misinform, and they pay me one of your sister stations. That's all. As a making, you don't want to pitch yourself. For what was was Ibia 75 or but my we no never not said to that no. But one-on-one I know we can have ourselves to don't argue, we talk positively about this. So that is what I prefer doing. And you come in a very nice comfort zone. You can have a decent conversation. Ghanaians will appreciate because there are a lot of things now. Joseph Koka, Adekoka, Omugwe, you know. Okay. Cape Coast Hospital, Bacano, if you Bacano, Anachina Coquado. See, 90% of me, Fancy, in the Kakraya, Monana, in Cranfona, my great grandfather of Brazil, Nova Sierra Leone, Nova Nigeria, na over Ghana. Until I'm offended. My blood is a mixture of so many encumbrances.
I see. Well, okay, coming from a family, Busiano, Moya Dodo was saying.
Mammy, oh, by 8. Mammy, oh, 8. I'm the third born. In my mother's side, no. I'm the third born. Then on my father's side, no. I'm only be who Asana or Ocean Papa. On my father's side, no. I'm the first born. On my father's side, no. You're 6. Then any 2 brothers, 8. Into a family of 8. Asana, there were other cousins, aunties, you know, the family tree with Tema. Also,
Papa. Erin, you not then.
Oh, Mokro, if one more time, many be free, no. Now you won't cry. Yet not colleague on. Colleague, I'm not crying now. Yeah, colleague on the Kandishi. Accra was a very small place. That time, population was about 6 million of us. 6 million, that's the whole Ghana was 6 million. Accra was about 300 or 400, but not more than. And see, Accra was a very small place. And see, Radiant Way. Radiant Way or colleague on or no. Me feel in the Adesado College. And see, me Santa Clausian. Me feel Adesado no. Namukra Abuchi. Momokoye A levels. My first degree of masters in economics or UK. Me use my kakra or Neja. Kakra. I was the Ghana Abuchi life, no, in the ABB you are discriminated against. Time I made a master's degree war UK no cry. Because of my color. Abrofuno ABB, that black race endorse. Those days, no, the blacks, you can count them on your finger. When I walk across first, when I walk fit cement, I walk fit D, no, walk Abuchi, walk Liverpool, walk at Liverpool. Until most of you got both with fear or end with Liverpool. Until let Ghana for Kaka endorse. Okay. Major, Eba Ghana, Nemisha, Mobra. Me, Macacra Abuchi. Major Moba, Ghana. Ghana, so you be Macacra, me, National Savings and Credit Bank. Now SSB. Now I was the economist at that time. At the age of 28, I was the bank's economist. Now that matter why you kusu. Until I was serving on the IMC, the bank, as the senior staff rep.
28 years.
Yes, I was serving on the senior staff rep. Okay. Or National Savings and Credit Bank, which is now SSB. Yeah. Now I was a member of the IMC, 5 member. That time the IMC is now formed with Rolling Time, 79, 80. That time I was a member of the IMC of the bank. So at the highest level, at that time I was taking decisions for the bank.
Obekade Pacho Abreda. Abreda.
My cleaning. But me also cleaning war London. Miss my cleaning. London, my cleaning. My factory, my hospital.
Dabede.
Hospital, my hospital. Why your operation we are? Never call hospital now. Katesi. Much in we are what the abazi offend them po. Bed sheet. Or the two. Why your operation we are? In the many now they can conform a year. We skin away to travel there with the gumode, a cadessing and medical incendiary. Maybe our machine can see we are dark ship. Now, what show? Oh, if we are clean, oh, offices, car wash. I will probably change to my damage man, and that's there and crab with it. It's the only pub. Hey, we are now classes. If we are Anapa, Boku school. Open schooler, na cleaning job, and na hospital. That was 24 hours job. Working in Ghana for 1 taxi. I brought you 24 hours from 10 to 2. Okay. Moko classes. Mopuna, Moko fee. From 6 to 12. Work a cleaning job. 12 no na ma fa night bus oye juma na juma be fie ma bada na ma so mu wia ma boda musuaz kakra because e be homework go da me ye na anapan ma za classes no na ma ye nwia ma ada 10 mu some classes 2 na ma ka 20 oye 24-hour cycle it is ya we ya pro go 1000 oye ikobia wetumpuno 24-hour
economy
go to Echo Dubai. See there, Dubai. That time on the way you mapa because on you know now something you know you shop. Enjoy desert. Until during those time no at that time no in confirm to me but when we construction work na man. Into over there 6 na what na abofuma. Asana where road no obesha be there 6 o'clock and the public no in a way road no. And these are things that are very important.
I wonder what they are now. Yeah.
Why road construction? Now block road, no traffic. Why be out there? Be a cadena traffic in you. No, so and a what dance why you cool and a debate. No, yeah. Why? It's 24 or China. So when I went to China to first time I go to China. Wonder why 3-4 shifts. What factories no in my ways is dormitories wom into one now we fee a change travel one no war dormitory no into first shift to kwa wapuna na second shift aba almost up my third shift 24 hours that is why we too more export in MP na yakoso la ye to one export nyama to China time a ye mbofraba no in the books a ye kan watch and one day we gigina nsu na we do emo. If you remember, if you were privileged to see those things, under in Sum, China was a backward country. Within 30-40 years, the first time I went to Dubai, as you see today, was full of camels. Small. Outside Muslims, small hamlets. Today, within 20 years, it has transformed itself, and Dubai is 24 hours.
Or you juma
24 hours.
When your bobo room na as a crony there, a brewer Ghana had day. Na a brewer butcher, moina or a yo papa, it's a whistle moon cade. Every penny counts. A bay juma, no way choke, which is sumo, a bet was to sumo. A bay because the honor clock in and a clock out. It's only time a on time out. You can't just walk in. Oh, there. Muduha na mkache wanda what program was 9 o'clock ebantem
when then to was 9 o'clock mkache one of your colleague there
mete
no I'm 9 now or they was 9 or in there was 10 minutes past 9 or they was 10 minutes I said 9 as you no I said 9 to me do so there 9 as a program now say that's it but like a dasika. Oh,
Ghana for your bird.
10 past 9. With my say, 15. Oh, no, it's not right.
So disciplined.
Yes. I'm from a time in Zago. Quite from no. I'll be here. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. I'll be here.
I'll come on 9 and I'm who there. Now, me say, time no about 9. I'm as an oracle. You will do your program.
Exactly. It must be discipline. I mean, when you don't do these things, that is why I find people like us. That we are disciplined. We have to be disciplined. If you are not disciplined, we'll get nowhere. Until you are talking about lifestyle, that is it. You have to be disciplined. Part of your lifestyle is that you must be a disciplined person in your life. Everything. Everything you do, you get it right. In that you get it right. That's the principle. In our country, those things are not there. People just walk in at their pleasure, nothing. Yeah, until the Busums and wait to an account.
And you was them?
No, Munoya, it's them in a big Mama, yeah, agreement. You follow the agreement. You don't come after 3 days to come and change the goalpost. Otherwise, let's abrogate it. Serious. I mean, that's how I am. If you can't do it in the Wakado, I can now some years. No, no.
You want some lawyers?
It must be principle. Principle. It must be principle. You don't live on a lie. Because when you tell a lie today, tomorrow you see that you are telling another story, and your credibility is gone.
My young show, we are Christian.
Yeah, I'm a Methodist. Sorry.
Ctv Obramu Nsem dwumadi na agusa wo show CTV Ghana's #1 TV station. Now, join your live for your Facebook page, CTV Ghana. Comment ahodro eba. Okay. Me kind you know to join your live for your Facebook page now do comment what they are told them now what they are my unya bread to me quite sorry.
Oh yes. Sundays. Of late na my be slow kakra. But my great grandmother on auto singing band. Methodist singing band. My great grand to Ikwe Cape Coast. Until we come from some of my uncles are bishops and my mother was a very stout Christian, but my father was a Muslim. But we lived together in the same house. Okay. So a very stout Christian. I mean, without every share program, I say, I'm common as I say, it doesn't mean I say there one man, friend in life, and the about now. So in everything, there's somebody somewhere who has destined that you will be this and that and that and that and that, and you must be thankful to whoever you are not seeing, but you must be thankful for that person, and that is God.
Oh, share can in church now you say a Christopher GD for now to compare and then do you think the message has changed?
No, now prosperity. Now the message of churches are traditional churches, they are also adopting to the same method of preaching of prosperity. They are not teaching how we should do hard work, how we should be disciplined, how we should be patriotic. But every church is a visa for passport, them bomb pay out. As if so for any immigration officer or say a consular about visa, and people believe it.
I see. And
then they also come and testify there. Oh, it's Mukaji visa no, then all of us become gullible and we start following it. Understand? This is what is happening to us. But when we were growing up, the teachings was that we should. I mean, we're brought up to ensure honesty, hard work, and all things shall be added unto it.
Yeah.
But this time, you chapra.
A
cobon penny in your cook. A cobon penny in ye. A cobon penny. Oh, Yamin or Chazi. But in your own small way, do your things that God will praise you. God will give you the blessings that you expect.
Adekoka, unye no obreye as bebuno. Wunyine.
Mommy or training. We didn't get in everything on a silver platter. When I was a kid, mommy no more mokola. Or a mokola woman. Or ton. Mopun schooler. No, or the khaki. That was time no khaki. Khaki. If you remember, I don't know whether you've seen khaki before. I'm sure you've seen khaki.
We are sure part of men who be there.
Oh, Brashibida.
But she be that to the mom no catch.
She be the khaki, none the kinder khaki butter shoes. Timusia khaki. No mokola mokola rolling spark. No, or shop or mokola. Na mokomuton. No, mammy, they are bo. And we in our debate discussion.
For that,
what the obo we in discussion. Two times discussion and we push. Now that's it. Now, it's a my bra. As
a young guy.
As when I was growing up, but never got a child labor. But no, my auto pan also, or child auto pan. It's Muton pan. Now, my times the colonial, they own the term. Watch it. Therefore, say, now, what do you know?
Most America, they are quite broaching. I mean, they be a silver platter.
Dabi. No, from and you are Zina Mushawa, Gamma, Min and Papa. It's at a certain stage, Mukrab, Muchop Paletta, them with the Nasi. There, or chairman was because I brought mammy, you want Papa, you want Mancasana, Muko school, more one bedroom, husband. Can you believe them? Mamma was Mamu because you go up and Musufra.
One could say, is our work. Hey, most my dad, I was a you. Let the enemy made money.
Now where's that grow?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
But I know share a quiet first for tea man. I say we be impesi a bebo ne bakra.
Mama Benin na cho onu abrochi. There's sometimes me kasa kwa na mai kum. Come on kaka ni here. But kaka ni here.
Or police
it's a kind of your it's I have to adapt. Because what training is different. I have to adapt. Oh, okay. Nakasa we there after our kasa da man kabia. Da mai kum and then when we signal me to David the omelo kakane obama level. But if I want to maintain my level, I say be asamba. But sometimes I have to go down. You have to mellow because you know this year time I school used to slide rule. But this year computer, this is a phone.
Tablet na.
Google, baby, Google, baby. Time Google, baby, I know from Google. Into a show, man, a show, papa, open 204. What's why is Naboko and Tanti Club? Tata say, you know, you learn so you have a
community knows what it's about.
No, I rough for my back over Benin. I did any fear, them, no, yeah. Or for days I could summer, or for now. A better was so. Since you are
don't tell them
a corporate to be the work at your business or Oba. As in Casa, Nifian and Casa, at the woman car, woman BBA, and you can see them on the streets. The next generation are very problematic.
You bet me a BBA for home. You bet me a quiet, say a quiet sankofa, na yet me a dada, one abolition a cacra.
Your leadership. The leadership of the country and the enforcement of rules and regulations. Yeah, in Brano, but in this, I'll give you a very good example now what is happening in this country. Sure. They down Paris, Tama, Obeno, no crown or your corporate. Traffic and the side is crossing Crawford. Watching Council of State members, there's a little bit of discipline. It tells you that it can be done. It tells you that it can be done. Since in a traffic moment, now you let the mentality that by all means the traffic will move. If by all means will move. It's a traffic, you know, how things are going to go. It shows you that it is something that can be done when we put our minds to it. Time I am from no. The liter, osisi, baby, ice cream and baby, ice cream and baby. Edo, what is that?
Edatum. McKay.
This time being you now. Sisia, a Sophia, Neko London. Neto ice cream. Tell me, what will you do? I won't train you, but what will you do? You wait, you find a special bag, and then you find a decent place to put it. You dead one casa as you turn and crop by no power the wash or Nankasambo. Nobody will tell you there. And I'm equipping Johnson's were. Britain, Trafalgar Square, and Oxford Street were London. Sabita Frate, a hand on a Johnson.
And to me, Ghana has a bottom.
Yeah, so that's the problem. It seems other people are doing it. It can be done. First of all, let's provide the facilities. We should, and every corner, China toilet air condition. Why? Toilet, Johnson. Air condition, open a Johnson.
I'm the Belarus one. I may beg you
to other countries have done it.
Okay.
Why can't we do it? It boils down to leadership. It boils down to enforcement and making sure that the rules and regulations are here. We apply it.
Enforce it.
Enforce it. It's very important.
You're radical. Back when woman is saying, "So you rep Edema Belarus minor, Ghana say for like 12 years." At Tamils, so quite best now. First in your side.
Oh, I'm the honorary consul for Belarus. Yeah. I represent Belarus here. I happened to go to a conference in South Africa. One of Mandela's daughters was my friend. And another guy, or a Ghanaian, Beninoan Ghanaian, the president of Belarus, the prime minister, they were there. So we were having discussion. They said, oh, better than Belarus, there was an embargo on them. They couldn't do a lot of business in Europe. So they were looking for connection in Africa. Okay. So that was why they were in South Africa. Sure. In the days of Commander was about Ghana. They want to come and do business in Ghana. In that time, Professor Mills was the president. I organized a trip for them to bring some of their ministers, agriculturalists, Minister of Foreign Affairs, in Yombe. Now I organized a thing where we have seminars. We come President when you share President because no, we see as it was Russia into Tumuka Russia. Okay. They were very impressed. The way I handled Eyima, they decided, oh, then they will make me their representative here. Yeah. It was a Esquita, was the Burma president, was the Moscow, to the Ghana embassy in Moscow. No, the bar president, well, Ghana government, the government must accept you first. The government of Ghana accepted, and then for the past 12 years plus, I've been their representative. Oh yes, they be from them, and I tell them the relevant. You must satisfy the relevant. But the important thing was education very good, medical school. And that's what I want to encourage most Ghanaians. The fees about $4,000 to $6,000 a year. I'm encouraging Ghanaians up there who medicine. And others so to choose Belarus. First, work for Ukraine. But this is a fight with Ukraine. If they want Belarus, yeah, very good medical. It was one of the most developed Eastern European countries. They've got everything. They are the best in fertilizers, best in tractors, best in a lot of things.
But one visit Nigeria,
Abuja. But Abuja. I will recommend, and then you go to Abuja. We send to Abuja. But most of them know one. We feel there because it borders Poland and a few Ukraine. To feed the Obabutu or the Dreamarco, and that no, we don't encourage it. Because if you want to go to Europe, go pass through the right channel. But if you want to go to Belarus and go and study, that's what I recommend it for. But if you want to send to Russia, or Russia no work. In the Russia, I can't chew one.
Ctv Obramu Nsem dwumadie na kusa wo hwe ye ne ka ne titire ne ye de ma NDC amanyoko ne nkrabata wa krapo ni mantemo dodo na chama de koka na ne yeta ede efre no na edi nkomo now ye boremu ewo ne political career. Why NDC? Why?
Well, why NDC? NDC is a social democratic party. And if you listen to my conversation with you, what I was talking about, the development of the human being, the creating an enabling environment for the human being to succeed. Teach somebody how to fish, and not to give the person fish, or be lazy. And I believe in those principles. And my background is sort of Obia, Opede, Obwa. So if you look at my football career, when I was regional, I was a manager. Most of the boys that I picked up at Tram, Lai, Kingston, go and check their background. They came from very, very poor families. Some of them, the first time they came to join me at a team, they even to eat was a problem for them. When they were going home, I bought them kebab to take home and eat. Where we train at trade fair. You understand? They came from very bad. And these people are groomed, and to the most of them are millionaires, some are government shares. Some of them, little do they care about me. That is not what I'm looking for. Okay. At least I've done what God has asked me to do. Anyway, so in those principles, that is where I want us to be. And that is why I find myself in NDC. Well, MPP is a property-owned democracy. Then when you go and there's one man and it's about how whether it filters down becomes a problem. So this is my political, my personal orientation, and the way I think, the way I want to do things.
Internet you see NDC.
Exactly.
Among for Sunday, what to a bit here the chairman will Greater Accra no? I relax and boy pertinibum.
No. You know, I went to almost all the 16 regions with President Mahama when he was doing his campaign to be elected as flag bearer. I went to all the 16 regions with him. Now, you see, one of my principles is that I was here, and all of a sudden, I'm no more there. I'll allow the people there to work, because in our part of the world now, when you start even talking about it, they think, oh, sour grapes, you are interfering. Yeah. You only come to talk when you see that the things that are going on is very inimical to the development. Then, so you sit down for about a year. That is now, you can even see me talking about what is happening in the region. Yeah. Because I feel that things are not going on well. So I have that liberty, because you were given a chance for 1 year. You never heard my voice. But as somebody who has built a house, you won't sit down for the house to crumble before you come and start repairing it. You must do it now. So I am quietly at the background. If the need be, but I don't want to be seen to be usurping the powers or authority of somebody. I don't like that.
Current chairman Greater Accra Emmanuel Niashemo waba onanasa onye waba dinkomo na adi party nkanko na adi. Oh
no, I don't. No, so I'm ready to talk to him, but I don't want us to discuss an individual. I want us to discuss a party.
The party.
Yeah, I don't like talking about individuals. Yeah, so I situate myself as just to chairman emeritus.
Oh, you day a year 12 years. Now what were betia?
Well, you see, a lot of them were misinformed, and I'm happy that having left office, nobody has come to point a finger at me that, oh, Adeko, now I'm sure your ears are on the ground.
Sure.
I'm sure you are hearing
people.
I hear people are here, and people are saying they've regretted. When you ask them, people say, "Oh, I didn't vote for this person. I didn't vote for that." But that is how Ghanaians we are. You see, when we are doing something good, people think we are benefiting. You are getting something extraordinary. You see, and for that reason, your good deeds are never seen. That is why they say the stone that was rejected became the cornerstone. You understand? And that's our problem. In Panoya, like you said, my record is there from 13-6 to 26. We won Greater Accra. I mean, Greater Accra had the chairman that we are all proud of.
Sure.
And then people come and they gave them money, these 50 cities, 100 cities.
To a chair.
And then they said I'm a bad man. And so my badness, I'm like a Nefi. But here we are. So then you sit down after a year, you do comparative analysis. And when you do the comparative analysis, you draw the conclusion. And then we move on.
Party no or ye will Greater Accra na de in whom was my version of Botano on your mail.
No. Let's be frank with ourselves. Let's be frank with Do you hear anything about Greater Accra? The only time you hear about Greater Accra is that either one of your colleagues have been beaten, or the officer has been smart, or this and that. Is that not what you hear? Is that a good omen? It's not a good omen. A spade must be a spade. A spoon must be a spoon. A wooden spoon shouldn't be a fork. That is what is happening. And everybody's worried. I was at a meeting somewhere yesterday, and people are worried.
All of it,
one person appear in the program here. Vox Populi. One call now when you this one cast about Greater Accra. Now won't tell you That's what you have to do. So go and do Vox Populi. I don't have to sit there and tell you. When somebody might say I'm biased. And now until you go and do your Vox Populi.
Ghana for NDs
for work of Greater Accra. Very important. Or a good exercise. employ the station to embark.
Yebeyamo.
Yes.
Yebeyamo. Esha Morocco ya seat no botuma for baby.
Oh, yeah. Why you careful? Why you careful? We have a producer. What is happening there? Why you careful? A lot of seats here, PC, and then MP, or an executive Morocco. That thing is happening seriously, and I hope Pennyful will take. They should listen. They should focus and put the lens on Greater Accra, because Greater Accra is a very, very, very important region. Even last time we won the region and we couldn't win government. That's true. So it tells you that if you are not careful and you don't even win the region, then what happened? So you have to stay focused. There are a lot of concerns. I don't want to mention them here now. That they are in serious trouble because of this unity. Greater Accra. When the head is rotten, the body also gets rotten. And that's the problem. No, I'm just speaking metaphorically. Okay. I'm speaking metaphorically. Tell me why you're sure. But party, why would you? No, man, catch mama. What's it? This is a saying. Our Bible, baby. What's it? If the head is rotten, if the fish. Head is the chairman. Fantini to balance. Head is the Senke. Emmanuel Yashimona. Mama, somebody can say, come metaphorically. Yeah, Casa. Matter. One thing I share some that I don't like to talk about. Individual matters. No, may omnibus statement. Okay. That I say. Brofu no you dream. Brofu you dream. Metase. Brofu you dream. E bono we e fifi mantem. So do kwano. Brofu you dream. Brofu you dream pa. Enti ebusia na che say yeguso nkomo dia so interesting. But Richard Eninabo say hi, positive change Madina Bio say Dr. Baumia's understanding of the visionary leader DM's proposal of the 24-hour economy program exposes his ignorance on how to grow and manage an economy. His attack on this beautiful program by JM clearly shows why he couldn't arrest the dollar for solid 7 years as a leader. Message in what my friends say. Can I about say good morning, oh Gaga? Long time because you refuse to respond to me. That is why. Oh, okay, Gaga. We run shift system. It's not something who be. I heard you are doing law in Legon. Wow, that's beautiful. Mawina Jonathan, what is about joining your life now? Yeah, that's more joining your life with Facebook page and Yanko show. And you're right, the cook say, me, nina, me, kafante. Let me for chin, me, for balance. But recently, yan just some of them. Former MP, Ningo Pram. I know, say, you know him very well. Like I said, when you are crying. Yes. True or not now joining NDC? Yeah, correct. Yes. And it is an icon. If actually politics in Ghana from his time of Legon, or Legon as an accountant. Oni Chachuti Kata nom the Rollins no first Buzia time PMP Liman time, all those he was in politics as a young man. Eba revolution who play part in revolution. Obey mayor of Accra, minister, one of the longest minister. He passed through the most people, most of the MPs that you see in parliament now, they all pass through his hands. He trained them. He encouraged some of them to go and contest. He encouraged me to come to NDC, and eventually I became the regional chairman for such a long period. I've known him for over 30 years. So his demise has really touched me. And I'm the chairman of the planning committee for his burial, which will take place on the 4th, 5th, and 7th January. On the 4th is a wakekeeping in Pampram. On the 5th is the president will give me a state burial at the forecourt of the Parliament House, and then the 7th have a Thanksgiving. So we hope that the people of Ghana will show appreciation. Why I say that is that no human being is perfect. Everybody has got his good side.
Because now come
yeah, no,
the latter part is what you MPP
no, it is not so. General Mosquito, when he came to sign the book of condolence, said that before Yiti wanted to contest for the chairmanship, for the membership of the council, he consulted him and he gave him the blessing to go, because it's a national thing. And it is very important that at least an NDC member should be on the Council of State, so that our views and all those things can be expressed. That is a Council of State supposed to advise. It's one of the highest body from Parliament. You go to Parliament and you aspire to Council of. So that thing is never true. And with his wealth of experience, why should we, as a people, because I don't belong to a particular dispensation, shouldn't share my ideas for this country to go forward? It is a sharing of ideas for this country to move on. As we started this program, we started talking about what we should do for this country to move on. I'm NDC, but I'm speaking as a Ghanaian. Because NDC can come and go, but Ghana will have remained forever and ever. And I'm a
the man not.
Exactly. So if you got the capacity to, so people should also have said a lot.
But Atibia.
But you see, but doing this, anytime NDC is doing something, he comes there. Anytime NDC is having a congress, he goes there to vote. He has a voting right. Anytime they are doing something in Greater Accra, he is invited. He goes there. Anytime they are doing Rawlings anniversary, he goes there. You never saw him holding wearing NPP colors, but he gave advice to the government, and all of us are part of the government. As I sit here, President Mahama has given a 24-hour. And now what hasn't the government responded and taken cognizance of it in the last budget? What's the Anadri economy? Night economy. So you could see that all of us are a repository of knowledge. All of us, we are a repository of knowledge.
Okay.
At any given moment of time, we should be able not to hide that knowledge that we can pass on to people for the betterment of this country. So Niti was never a member of
Fanti Bekade Kwabena.
Yes, Kwabena
Mpocho. Ghana had a Fourth Republic, Mampenyin Beng, and a white Juma. No more than Bosch Wemia.
I'm NDC and I'll be very biased. I'll start with President Rawlings. You see, for President Rawlings to come and give us, after his military background, after coming to give us democracy, which has stabilized for the last 30 years, you must pay credit to him. Because previously, every 2 years, Ghana. People should go to the Genesis. You understand? And we don't do that. You see, God brought Jerry Rawlings to come and stabilize Ghana with all the whatever nuances that took on. But for him, by now, recently, people were calling for what? Coup. You remember? People were calling for coup. Then people said no. Because our democracy has endured for the past 30, let us all wait to 2024. Who started that process? Jerry Rawlings.
Yeah, Papa.
Understand? So we have to pay a lot of gratitude to him. Then you come, President Akufo. He came, he did something. He also did his best. He left the country in one piece. People call him a gentle giant, right? He performed. He did something. Nobody.
A penny administration was more utter.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That it is only in this world, I started by saying nobody is perfect, but something somebody has done must be honored and respected.
And then you personal encounter.
Oh, I knew President Kufuor for a very long time. When I was the secretary for Accra Great Olympics, he was the chairman for Asante Kotoko. Right? Was a chairman for Asante Kotoko. And I've had a lot of encounters with him. I remember one time there was a match between Accra Olympics and Asante Kotoko. And at the pre-match conference, there's a pre-match conference, and he came there. And then the referee, he said they should change the referee. And I told him point blank that yes, there's a referee in there. Yes, a referee in there. You said
that?
I told him. No, he knows me very, very well. Okay. Very, 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 very well. You understand? Almost all the leaders in this country, I know all of them.
Personally?
Personally. All of them, I know them personally. You understand? So then we have Professor Mills, who came. You came with Asumji, that all Ghanaians must be one people. So he never discriminated. He allowed even MCs to stay in power for so many years. He came, these schools are not trees. He saw a lot of children sitting under. He took that upon himself to eradicate schools under trees. He did a lot. He stabilized the economy. He had a situation where the inflation was very low for a very long time. President Mahama took him to continue. He has also done his best. He did all the development, all the things that you see, this Terminal 4 or Terminal 3, you name it, Airport City. Look at all these roads, bridges, circling touching. Oh, he has also done it. He also did his best.
Yemra, current president.
The current president, he has done his best, but unfortunately, he has put us in a certain stage where the country now, we have a little bit of many problems.
Mentas, all do NDC for a tumbodin, why
don't forget that. No, don't the President Kufuor, why has it? Now,
a project, no, or do
MP, the President Akufo-Addo, why has it? Why? But when you could do Pempesubia, why my young watching? That is why today we are in the state that we are in. That matters. Nobody will say as in why. But unfortunately, no, he has found himself in a situation now where in Ghana fu ibe line. So that is life. Every government has added something to, and that is how it should be.
My young share, Ghana is a city in that form, sir, compared to the dollar.
Now we will come and talk about the MPP. The reason why I miss President Akufo-Addo, we only do Pempesubia, why my young watch. Bibi offered excessive borrowing. Excessive borrowing. Say Bobosa, or there is this kind of yaza, even young faso, need it. But I hear the man, ne any scanner a vulture. A case who fear war, a denity fear, a seno, in Sutope, in a Obudregu form. That is where we are. You understand? So you borrow so much money, and there's nothing that you have to show for it. Because there are certain hard decisions that Trudeau take. First and foremost, when his finance minister was messing about, although when the me busua bana mo bachelor, muntum hwem brother nim karaze no ye. That is why Ebu Abana, any day as a busuafu,
them name people warrior.
That is one of. I mean, many share first to Bakache. Oh, no, this is what has caused your problem. Family and friends. And oh, tell me, apart from Joyce Bauer, President Mahama, unable to find a ministerial position. Catch up. And that has led him to where he is today. Because when I was one called IMF, in there IMF, that shows you that you have collapsed the system.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Brenna, be Chelsea, because 24-hour economy, is that possible? Yeah, Vice President Magana Fortia says a Ghana already, yeah, the 24-hour economy in the year, Juma. Is that true? A fact, and as a Wakanya, what you are saying?
If you ever catch the 24-hour economy, no, one year, no. There's something fundamental wrong in the person. You see, life. Have you heard this slogan before? 24/7.
Matada.
What does that mean?
Matada, de biara.
24/7. In words and figures.
Okay.
It's there 24/7.
Okay.
Which means you must work 24 hours, 7 days in the week. I can read. 24/7 is a bigger day. I can say I throw brofum. They're 24/7. That's 24/7. Oh yeah. How? Yeah.
Also, I say 4 station warrior Jumaya Sabia warrior Juma 24/7.
Kokolebu at 12 midnight and then 1 a.m. Where the doctor was. No simple order. Where the doctor was. But now what the doctor Baba a chanapa. Go to London Hospital. Any of the London hospitals. When you go, there are 9 doctors permanently stationed there. Because I don't know what will happen. Even the patient in the hospital, there must be a doctor at bay. I remember, no, I don't want to talk about that. If it is happening now, we are saying that let us now consciously make people aware. Petrol station, petrol station 24 hours. Even the village, Bakano, town hall, but there's a petrol station there. Or you Juma. You cut now for a bus spa. Or lights was a bus power. Nancy recently.
Weapon.
But to corner and fill tank, a short ukema. Out there at the chrome. And sign a petrol station. It's factories. There was a factory in London called Payne's Puppets. Why mineral water, and the chocolate. I worked at night because I'm a Podemuku school. Okay. I was working night shifts.
Okay.
It made me our production belt. In a bottles, no bottle of the man or fill with tank or fill. Until I was just sitting down because bottle could but phone the man. All this thing will collapse. I have to be awake to make sure any bottle so that this can pass. All that I was doing them, but now it's a bottle to form. Why
isn't so?
Because them boy menu because or your product or your belt will move. The belt in the man say and they are to form. And here all of them tip on your over crash or they boy when you to form pen so that this one can pass.
Okay.
Ibisu end no so all fail is the rubber.
Okay.
And I was doing that at night 24 and that production and a paya another shield baba.
Okay.
And that created employment. That was even part-time. As a student, I had a part-time job to do to put money in my pocket.
Okay.
It is not something new. It is something in Kofu 1 year. Ghana Friday about 3 o'clock. Ctv, Besafno, we see walk with and 3 o'clock. Now when you wait to tuntum, walk away keeping. And now your colleague be we were a tardy, a bus, above where them. That's why the economy and all these things are inimical to our progress.
Yeah,
that's why we are saying that. Let us have a new paradigm. God's best economy now. Let us have a new paradigm shift. Okay. 24 Obama more young boys, young men and women. Obote police. Obey night more visible police the other. You sleep peacefully. When you police about trauma, arm robber or Taman. What trauma? No, I should wage mercy.
Okay.
But now 24 it will open the economy.
Yeah, that's
let us be serious.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Joseph Adekoka, yeah, that's it. Say and anope obeboa yes, is yeah, dear. won say bi wa ka ye betia because they know we bie enyomeni so e dey akyere ebusia comment eba no okay can am wa ye bre na aye benti maybe some other time I think say time they just ekoni fie na ye ne di nkomo wono eye kanetitene ne edema ndc amanyo koni nkrabata e won krafo mpone mantem yewra Joseph Adikoka na no pay saka na ye di nkomo in fact so lively nkomo no most my fantini room na ade e rad my bro my break eh from krom ai from kom
afeshe bebeko
from kom my break my break mo ko wa che rad fantika so I do tadi de na
razi oye de pa
e was ya dia me just sorry Gangartuan lady on wa kese boy ni radi ad much na a beautiful wonderful audition coming your show ya do mo nyina ase ama mo ne share de mo si